Hi, I'm Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin, and you are watching hashtag Verse TV. Comment, thumbs up, share with everyone you know, and subscribe.
Welcome to hashtag Verse TV, week 129. Welcome to hashtag Verse TV, week 129. I'm Chrissy, and for hashtag all the tea, I'm here with my good friend, Grammy nominated spoken word performance artist, award-winning actress, self-empowerment speaker, and educator, Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin. Say hi to all our hashtag Verse TV family, Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin.
Hello, Chrissy. Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be here today. Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much for being here. And we are definitely honored to interview you today so we can get hashtag all the tea. And the first for our audience who may not know who you are yet, where are you from and what do you love most about your origin story?
Well, I am from Detroit, Michigan. Some people call it Motown. Some people call it the Motor City. I am proud to be from Detroit, Michigan. Regardless of what you hear, Detroit has the most powerful and the most resilient people imaginable. Everybody that came to Detroit, like during maybe the 20s and the 30s, they migrated and they called it up south because everybody from down south came up north. It was called up south. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy to be from the Motor City. And what I love the most about growing up in Detroit is that it was all family oriented. I had aunts and uncles on both sides of the family. I had so many cousins, I couldn't even keep up with them. And then I had a church family. And then I had play mamas and god mamas and Sunday school mamas and neighborhood mamas. And the couple that lived next door to us, Uncle Vern and Aunt Dora, they didn't have kids. So they became our aunt and uncle. And they took good care of us. And Uncle Vern used to always say, you know what I'm making today? I said, what you making, Uncle Vern? I'm making barbecue watermelon. And we tried for years to try to figure out.
It's so good. It's wonderful. Oh my goodness.
It's a community where we encourage each other and support each other.
Yes, okay. So you come from a very musical family. And your mom and her sister sang in a group named the Rhodes Sisters of Detroit, Michigan. And your dad was a popular Sunday morning DJ and with many popular musical guests. Let's get into your Grammy nomination. The Grammy nomination came from a collaboration with your creative brother, music percussionist Jeff Haynes, who produced an album called Storm King, featuring the life stories and music of the late, great Pete Seeger. Mm-hmm. While working on this project, did you feel like it was going to be a Grammy-nominated success?
I did not. I'm very happy that it became that, but during the process, I try not to think of the end result. I try to think about the now moment because you can get sidetracked. So we just got in the studio. Jeff said, what kind of setup do you want? And I said, well, Jeff, we're going to be talking about the ancestors, bringing forth the ancestors, that ancestral vibe. So please light a candle for me. Yeah. Please put out a lace, cover over the table. Let's dim the lights. Let's get me a rocking chair. And of course, his wife was always on the other side of the kitchen cooking. And so those smells that evoke those memories were coming to me. And so that's how we work. Working with Jeff Haynes is like being on the playground where you in the 6th grade, just, you don't know what's going to happen. You just know you're going to go outside at lunchtime and everybody's going to have a good time. So I had no idea that it was going to become a Grammy nominated spoken word project along with Pete Seeger, but I'm glad that it was.
All right. So Jeff Haynes is also featured on your debut album entitled Spiritual Eclipse, Sacred Moments on a String of Words. It's a collection of your written words. And we'd like for you to give hashtag Verse TV, our hashtag Verse TV family, a sip of all the hashtag all the tea on what you are communicating with this project.
Okay. During this project, I was communicating the journey of a woman, myself, but also other people's journeys combined, a celebration of Black women in a play, in a poem, in a poem titled Royalty, a celebration of Black men in a poem titled Brother Man. But also there's sadness there, but there's also resiliency and rejoicing. It's about survival, dignity, humor, and just getting back to yourself again in celebration, because you always have to get back to yourself, find your way back home to yourself to find a way to keep going. And so I had the opportunity to work in a studio called Cultural Sound. The production person was Tom McConnell, downtown Brooklyn. And then it was Jeff Haynes on percussion. Jeff is bad. Calvin Jones on bass. And the late, wonderful friend of mine, Greg Payne, was on keys. And then Spike Rebel, my boy from Chicago, guitar, piano, vocals. Spike is the one that kicked me in the butt and said, okay, Gha'il, let's get this going. Because if you just want to keep doing gigs and just making money and just going from gig to gig, I don't want to work with you no more. Okay. So I paid him for a gig one night and he gave me the money back. He said, put that money on the studio. Let's make a CD. So that's what we did. And I'm very happy that we did.
I'm glad that he gave you that kick.
Me too.
You're a woman in charge at the helm of Talking Poems and Storytelling Productions, which is why I admire you the most. And as a writer, you also handcrafted original, customized, handmade poems. Please give our hashtag Burst TV family a sip of hashtag all the tea on all these special poems.
Okay. So Talking Poems and Storytelling Productions, it's my, that's my baby. So at the heart of Talking Poems and Storytelling Productions is my customized poems. So these customized poems, all of them have a different flavor. All of them have a different personality because they're all about somebody different or something different. So people say, hey, can you hook me up with a poem for my wedding, for this funeral, for my anniversary, for a birthday, for a retirement party? Just recently, a family hired me to write a poem because this brother out of Detroit was retiring after being in the military for like 30 years. And so, one lady said, look, I'm turning 70 years old. I need a poem for my birthday party. And my aunt just died. I need a poem for her too. So these poems become like history on paper. You have a family heirloom right there in your hand because it tells you everything about the person's beginnings, what they like, what they don't like. It's not roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet. It's way, way deeper. It's layered. I get the history, what was going on in the year that the person was born, and all kinds of nuances that bring that person to life, that give this poem flesh, to give it bones, to give it a smell, to give it a taste, to give it the flavor that it deserves as it celebrates each person that I'm writing the poem about.
Right. So Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin is a woman with many accolades. You are also a multiple award-winning actress who has performed for multiple sold-out venues. You also have ensemble cast Adelco Award wins for Reunion in Bartersville and also Sassy Mamas. Wow. When preparing for a role, do you so amazingly enter, how do you so amazingly enter and become your character?
Okay, so first let me let everybody know what an Adelco Award is. An Adelco Award celebrates excellency in Black theater. Okay, so definitely you want to go to my website, at GhailRhodesBenjamin.com. So that's G like golden, HailRhodes Benjamin.com. On Instagram at I am Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin, GhailRhodes Benjamin. On Facebook and on YouTube, this is the correct spelling of my name for these sites because they allow it. It's GhaIlRhodes Benjamin. So that's Facebook and YouTube. GhaIl Rhodes Benjamin.
I'm not waiting because I know already that I'm a descendant of Sheba, Nefertari, Isis, Cleopatra, Nefertiti, Phyllis, Gwendolyn, Sonia, Jane, Nikki, Maya, and Aunt Shanita. And queens don't wait. Queens get waited on. And I want a bucket of sunsets and a golden container of sunrise oil in my bath and sprinkle in both dippers. Would you please? Would you please? I'm not waiting on you no more because I spent my whole life waiting and you only came when it was convenient for you. So I thank you for ushering me into the conveniently wonderful habit of loving myself the way I should have been loving me since the beginning of time, but I was told to wait on you and I did. I loved you the best way I could until I was weary and worn out from waiting. If I am to be fully alive, celebrating my journey, then my living cannot be an empty, neglected afterthought, a burnt out fuse, waiting. I must wait only for the light to change before I cross and for my shadow to accompany me. Because queens don't wait. Queens get waited on. And I want a garden of sweet red tomatoes and a house full of Easter lilies to acknowledge this new awareness. And I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I'm a queen right this very moment. 'Cause queens don't wait. They get waited on. Queens don't wait, they get waited on. And I don't want the stone to read, here lies a female that waited forever. I wanted to read, here lies a woman who lived as if her spirit could never, ever, ever, ever die. 'Cause queens don't wait, queens get waited on. Queens don't wait, queens move on.